What is this? Look what he's done to my boys.
Don't blow your motherboard, Mardo. If this is what I think it is, your men are fine. A little sweaty and down a few $1,000,000 to a minty fresh demon who deals from the bottom. But they're unharmed.
You owe us a debt. We had a deal.
I just want to get the hell out of here. I swear to God, Manuel, if I ever get involved with demons again, you'll be doing me a favor to blow my brains out.
It would be my pleasure to do it, Secondine.
Here's your dat for all the good it's going to do you.
Pleasure doing business with you, Mardo. Now we need to give this to someone with the right audio tech to decipher what's on this dat.
Then get over to Wall Street. I hope your money's in cash, Sandra. The Dow Jones is hellbound. Hey, Rachel, Gideon, still breathing?
People on scrub lists tend not to play the market. We are in the market for audio expertise, however.
I'll do anything I can get away with.
The gangster demon that called himself Beautiful is dead. Just like hell, he's turned out to be bogus. A very advanced android.
You want me to cover this? I'm not sure where I'd start.
No, we don't want media coverage. We need your help with this dat that we got from the hard guys who blasted Beautiful.
I'll see what I can do. Look at this. A 100th level scramble laid over whatever's on this tape. Definitely hand routines, so I can do a routine playback. Here's...
God is dead.
Well, that was pleasant.
Coming from Beautiful, I'm surprised it wasn't obscene.
Thing I need is a reporter on an ego trip. I know you don't care what Miss Hand of God USA has to say about machine-free living. Cannon out. Damn it! Nobody wants to interview beauty queens since they eliminated the swimsuit competitions. Rachel, Gideon, you're still alive, and that's news.
No, this is news, Nikki. Hell isn't real. The whole fearsome, steamy, torture-filled region's a computer-generated illusion.
Uh-huh. Why don't the two of you take some silopedal and a nice, long, psychedelic nap?
We're on the level, Nick. We've been there and back. We've seen part of the system lock up, but most of all, we have a deep throat, a hand programmer with a heavy conscience who went rogue and is working for the front now. He'll talk to you. He'll explain how the whole thing works, and you can tell the world. It's all a big lie, Nick.
You're certain of this?
He worked in the Pentagon backing up hell files. Talk to him, Nick. This is the story of a lifetime.
I don't know. It's not that simple. It's not that... I just can't hop the net and assign that.
What's corrupting your files? You're a reporter. Just do it.
Hey, this isn't exactly the free freaking press, Arc Agents. The Decency Council censors the crap out of us. I patch your deep throat into the net, and I'll be sweating in Tartarus with some demon using my tongue for a teletype. If all this is true, you've got the story of the century. But I can't touch it until it's all public. Too much news. Too much news. Even with these machines, it's too much for one person.
No word from him yet. Man, I hope they haven't whacked him. He'd better get his ass out of the Pentagon. I'll keep scanning for him.
What do you say? We got a deal? Are you taking me with you?
You look excited, Dante. That must mean Deep Throat's contacted us again. What was that address once more? Yeah, garage. That was it. Now then, let's continue where we left off last time.
No, first, how about you telling us who you are?
I'm Deep Throat. That's all it is safe to reveal. They could be listening. If they capture you, they could torture my name from you. What I can tell you is that I work in the Pentagon for the Hand as part of the Hell Maintenance Team. I make backup files of hell pits. They don't think I know what's happening in hell, but I know things.
All right, for now at least, but I don't go for this mystery man stuff.
You need to learn about the hell system if you have any hope of beating the Hand. You need programming expertise to devise a crash program. You must start thinking of hell as a software product, not as a real place. And any program, especially one this complex, has vulnerabilities that can be exploited.
Are you saying we can just introduce a memory overlay bug or something and trash the whole system? That's it?
No, of course not. It'll take something extremely special, a singularly ingenious crash bug. I doubt there's a virus extant that could cripple large segments of the system. And damned few programmers alive with the know-how or the hardware to program a crash bug. That's why the Hand cracks down so hard on technology. They must always remain several generations ahead of everyone else, so that the hell system remains safe.
So what are you saying, that there's no hope?
I'm saying that the one advantage we may have is that I know the system. If the Freedom Front has computers and programmers of adequate merit, we might prevail.
You know how to make the crash bug, then?
I fear that I'm not anywhere near that accomplished a programmer. I make backup files all day. I hardly understand the theory behind the code. In practice, I'd be terribly lost. You must find better programmers than me, and then I can help them devise something.
If that's the case, it's time for you to end this cloak and dagger routine and join us.
Not at the moment. That would be impossible. The Hell staff works and lives in the Pentagon. My movements are constantly monitored. That's why I can't remain long to speak with you.
And what are you getting out of all this? Why turn on your masters?
I was a believer. God forgive me, I once believed that Solix's measures were severe, but fair and necessary. But working here, seeing what they have done in the name of God, I came to recognize the true enemy, the true evil, and its name is Celine Solix. I must leave now. Stay in touch with Dante. You will hear from me again.
We're starting to feel toyed with, Deep Throat. You reveal Hell's secrets. You hint that it can be destroyed, but then doubt that anyone has the skill or computing power to do it. You tell us that you can help us, but that you can't leave the Pentagon. Where's all this leading?
Things are changing very quickly, becoming very dangerous. The Hand knows that there is a leak in the programming team. I've done my best to obscure myself, but I begin to fear for my life.
Then you've got to get out of there now.
Soon. As soon as I think it possible. In the meantime, you should attempt to access Massimo Eddy. His location is a highly guarded secret. Any high-ranking Hand official would have the location stored in his computer, but the information is encrypted, and only the Bureau of Records knows the secret to the encryption. The Bureau offices are in the Federal Triangle.
But if Hell's virtual, what does that make Massimo Eddy? He just a hand con? He can't have any special knowledge of Hell if Hell doesn't really exist.
It makes him even more valuable to you. Massimo is a quality assurance technician testing the boundaries of the beta version of the Hell Code. Sections of the system were still buggy, and Massimo suffered severe brain damage that had bizarre effects. It left him mad, prone to intense visions, and possessed by demons whose voices speak through him. He's been exposed to the vast contours of the system. He does have knowledge of Hell as it really exists. I just hope he's lucid enough to assist us.
If he really does have secret knowledge, why does the Hand keep him alive?
Eddy is one more fragment of the lie, one more thing for people to believe in and fear. That's all for now. I'll contact you again very soon. I must make a move for my own safety.
May I help you?
We're with Reality Containment. Official business involving Massimo Eddy.
You'll have to speak with Mr. Calcutta first. He's responsible for information pertaining to Massimo Eddy.
Need a moment of your time, sir. We're with Reality Containment.
Congratulations. I'm certain that your family is quite proud of you.
We're investigating something big. A full-blown paranormal catastrophe. We need to speak with Massimo Eddy. We have clearance.
Oh, goody. And may I see this clearance?
Ark sent it ahead of us. Surely you received it.
I've received no notification. I assure you that I'm not in the habit of misplacing important items such as security clearances. Only people with transgressions clearance can be informed of Massimo Eddy's location. Until you give me such clearance, you may not see him. See Ms. Stinson if you need to complete the application forms.
That worked.
Massimo Eddy. Last night there was another Massimo Eddy broadcast, another vision of hell. Massimo is the first man who was damned to hell and lived to tell of his experience. There was Eddy. Massimo Eddy.
The hush of
Ah, what shock and disbelief on my part. I thought you two were con artists. Now I see you were merely incompetent. You finally obtained transgressions clearance. Very good for you. Mr. Eddy resides in the Lee Mansion in Arlington. That's right. The home of the first damn man overlooks the National Cemetery. Quite appropriate, don't you think? When you do find Mr. Eddy, be aware there are other security measures in place. You had best be more prepared for them than you were for me.